Hey everyone, it's Ron. Want reliable passive income ideas you can start today? I'll walk you through 8 realistic options, from low effort to higher reward, in the next 10 minutes. I remember when passive income felt like a myth, something reserved for tech geniuses or Wall Street wizards. It sounded like making money while you sleep. But it's not about getting rich overnight. It's about building systems, creating assets, designing a life where your money works for you, creating freedom, a little bit at a time. Let's start with the absolute bedrock of financial security. Before we even dream of bigger things, we need a safe harbor for our money. This is where high-yield savings accounts come in. Certificates of deposit, CDs, also play a role. I think of this as the first, most compassionate step you can take for your future self. It's the lowest risk environment you can find. It's about creating a buffer, an emergency fund that brings you peace of mind, so they can pass savings to you as a higher interest rate. We're not talking life-changing returns, maybe a few % per year, but it's guaranteed and helps protect against inflation. CDs are a little different. With a CD, you leave your money with the bank for a set term. In exchange, the bank usually gives you an even higher interest rate. The trade-off is liquidity. You can't touch the money without a penalty until maturity. That makes CDs great for specific goals, like a down payment you'll need in 2 years. It's the quiet, steady heartbeat of a healthy financial life, earning a little interest day in and day out, without you lifting a finger. Now let's talk about something you're already doing: spending money. What if every dollar you spent on groceries, gas, or coffee could earn you a little something back? That's the simple, beautiful idea behind cashback and rewards credit cards. This is a low-effort strategy, but it requires one very important thing: discipline. The key to making this work is to treat your credit card like a debit card. This is non-negotiable. You must pay off the entire balance in full every single month. If you carry a balance, the interest you pay will instantly wipe out any rewards you've earned, and then some. There are many different types of cards out there. Travel rewards cards. Earn points or miles for flights and hotels. I linked my main rewards card to all my recurring bills: phone, internet, streaming services. Then I used it for all my essentials. At year-end, I had a few $100s in cash back. It felt like free money, enough to cover my Christmas gifts. It's a system that, once set up, runs on autopilot. Now we're moving up the ladder into the world of investing. When you buy a stock, you're buying a tiny piece of a company. That payment is called a dividend. Instead of just being a consumer, you can become an owner and share in their success. Getting that first dividend payment, even if it's just a few dollars, is a powerful moment. A simpler and often safer way to get started is with a dividend ETF. By buying one share of the ETF, you instantly become diversified across all those companies. This spreads out your risk, so one bad year doesn't sink your whole portfolio. Most brokerage platforms allow you to automatically reinvest your dividends. Those new shares then earn their own dividends, which buy even more shares, and so on. It creates a snowball effect. The stock market goes up and down, and you have to be comfortable with that volatility. But if you focus on quality companies or broad market ETFs and hold for years or decades, you're building real wealth. You're transitioning from just working for money to having a team of companies working for you 24/7. So many of us dream of owning property, and collecting rent checks can feel overwhelming. This is the world of REITs, or real estate investment trusts. It's like real estate investing, but with the simplicity of buying a stock. A REIT is a company that owns, operates, or finances income-generating real estate. By law, REITs are required to pay out at least 90% of their taxable income to shareholders in dividends. You're essentially collecting your share of the rent from all the properties the REIT owns. Unlike physical real estate, you can buy or sell REIT shares as easily as any stock. There are many different types of REITs to explore. You can also buy a REIT ETF for instant diversification across the real estate market. It's a powerful combination for building a robust and varied passive income stream. Let's move into a territory that's a bit newer, carries a bit more risk, but also the potential for higher returns. This is peer-to-peer, or P2P, lending. Each listing shows the borrower, their credit score, the purpose, and the interest rate. You can fund a small portion, maybe as little as $25. As they pay monthly, you receive principal and interest directly into your account. Because defaults can happen, higher rates compensate. Due diligence matters. The key to success in P2P lending is diversification. A few defaults have minimal impact when you're broadly diversified. I started with a very small amount of play money, capital I was willing to risk. Now let's discuss the classic hands-on approach. Owning a rental property. Quick. Visualize rent split. Your rent check gets divided into mortgage, taxes, maintenance, and cash flow. You might put 20% down, but you benefit from 100% of the asset. Your tenant's rent covers expenses. What's left is your monthly cash flow. Meanwhile, your principal is paid down, building equity. Over the long term, property value is likely to appreciate. It's a trifecta of wealth generation that's hard to find elsewhere. Of course, this is far from passive at the beginning. It's a business. Many investors hire a property manager. That's when it becomes hands-off, terrifying and exhilarating, but deeply satisfying when the asset pays for itself. Managing a short-term rental is like running a small hotel. Higher nightly rates can generate significantly more income than long-term rentals. A well-managed property in a great location can often produce 2 to 3 times the revenue, but it comes with significant hands-on work and hospitality. Understand and comply with local regulations, licensing, occupancy taxes, and rental day limits. You can hire help and tools to make it more passive over time. It cuts into profits, but can turn an active job into a passive income stream. Our final idea is rooted in creativity and passion. This is the epitome of the work hard once, get paid forever model. Once created, it can sell 24/7 to a global audience with almost zero marginal cost. Think about a skill or knowledge others value. Package it as a product or course. The creation process is the mountain. It requires dedication and focus. Gumroad, Etsy, Teachable, Kajabi, platforms that automate sales and delivery. Your role shifts from creation to promotion. It's not easy, but that first sale from something you built is unlike any other feeling. So there you have it. 8 different paths to start building a life with more financial freedom. The most important thing isn't to do everything, but to start with one thing that resonates and feels achievable right now. If you found this helpful, like, share, and subscribe for more realistic passive income ideas. Comment below with what you're most excited about.